All right, Darren with WTJ and Critters, and Harley's holding the camera. We're installing these SeaDoo Fenders. I call them bumpers. What are these actually called?
Fenders.
Are they called Fenders? Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, they are.
Snapping Fenders.
All right. So this is 2017 and older body, RXTX from SeaDoo. And what I mean by that, that's the hull design. So when did they first start making this hull? 10?
2010 or 11.
Yeah, 2010 or somewhere around there, up to 2017. 2018 and newer, you're going to find at least a half dozen or more videos. If you go on there and look for the older hull, there's nothing out there. I don't know, apparently people didn't care. There's nothing. There's one video. I said there's nothing. There's one video out there. It's in metric. We can convert metric, but I got annoyed because the entire time through it's nothing but music. I couldn't even watch the whole video all the way through. So this is what I found out. Oh, the instructions. Let me show you the dumb instructions. This is what it came with. For safety reasons, yada yada, they want you to go to this website or have an install or a authorized dealer install it. So I went to that right there, and it said no instructions found. Take it to an authorized dealer. Or call, yeah. So I'm going directly here. For my anchor, my ski toe or whatever, straight over, and I'm gonna mount the other one. So I have seen these mounted like so. So I'm coming straight over from the handlebars, because on this year, that's pretty much where you're gonna tie it off. You're gonna tie it up here.
Well, or through the desert.
Yeah, okay, you gotta hook. I'm saying it's still up here at the handlebars.
Yeah.
So it's directly over there and back here. So what I got looking at right here, these are the, what would we call these? Anyway, these are the things that these pop through. Let me show you how it goes through. You slide it through like so, and then you pop it in, and this would go over like that. So it's actually, Harley already has them on his RXPX, and they seem to work pretty well. So I noticed this angle here is parallel with this, and this is the same as there. This is, I think they say to use a 13mm drill. I have a 1/2 inch, that's gonna work. And one thing I was trying to figure out, how can I keep myself running through there straight? I was like, how about I had Harley grab a paint stick, and we are going to tape that thing on like so. Now I am a little bit spoiled. You're going to find out here why. That's because I have all these long drill bits. And
which are like $30 a piece.
No, they're not that much. You can get all these at Lowe's, Home Depot, and they're not that expensive. And actually, you probably could even skip this one and just get these two. This is a 1/2 inch. That looks like it's maybe quarter, and that's 1/8. But actually that's smaller than 1/8 maybe. But what that'll do is allow me to keep on the same angle with this paint stick going through, so I should be able to come through at a decent depth there. A shorter drill bit, you're going to be running your chuck into there, and you're going to be messing up. I don't know what you do up there. Now that is angled, it wouldn't be too bad, but this area back here, I could be seeing the one fella that I watched do this, the one that had a bunch of music on there. He taped his chuck up. And I was like, there's got to be a better way of doing this. And I was like, hey, how about I put a guide on there, a reference. So that's why I'm doing this. All right, I think that's it. Oh, so we went and looked at a 2022. It wasn't an RXTX. What was it?
GTX.
GTX. And it had a couple hours on it. The thing was almost perfect looking until I got around to the one side, and the guy, I was like, oh, he's like, you're not interested in that. The more I looked at it, it had scratches all up and down the one side. And I was just like, why didn't you put fenders on it or whatever? He said he strapped it to the dock the one time, and either way, that was too bad, but I'm kind of glad we didn't buy it because I have a lot of questions about the new ST3 hull on the 2018 and newer machine, especially in rougher waters. So I think we're going to be rocking a 2017 and older for a little while. So let's get to this.
Yep.
Ready? Okay, so you saw I had the paint stick on. I actually had to pull it back off because I needed to get my hole started first. So I just went half. I can tell it's centered right there. So I drilled through a little ways, and what that's going to do, yeah, let me go a little bit more. Yep. All right, I just started hitting a little bit of the gel coat. So what that'll do is allow me to put the paint stick back in and start going down that direction.
So will you be hitting any of the...
I'll be going through fiberglass.
So we have to silicone this hole?
I don't know if you have to, but we're going to. You know, I don't think there's any... I personally don't think there's any way any water's getting in there. But it only takes a little bit to go and throw some.
Yeah.
All right. So Harley's going to be my second eyes to make sure I stay. I wish you could show it with the camera what I'm doing. Yeah. You tell me in or out.
Out. No, a little bit in. Oh, hold on. Out a little bit. Shoving it out.
Yeah, I see that. Hold on here. I'm gonna push this in while I drill it.
In a little bit. There you go.
So I literally had to push this drill bit in and push it over right here on the side to get it go through. I can tell you, I think I know why. These aren't on very many of these machines, because alright, so I actually switched, and I hate this that I'm using this short. I switched to a Christmas tree because what the problem is, you're going in on the edge of the fiberglass and it's wanting to walk, whereas with this Christmas tree I can push over and try to keep it in the center. Wow.
This is
more than an average person?
No. Well, yes, but
this I know it's hard cutting a hole through this.
It's worth it?
It's definitely worth it. It's so stupid not being able to launch things and leave it at the dock.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Shazam! I don't think it gets much better than that. Well, either way, we can show them how it works. That's it.
Yep.
All right, so I jumped in right here. I'm editing the video, and I was like, you know what? I need to explain a little bit more so you know what's going on. So as you're coming down through here with a drill bit, drilling plumb hole, I should say, through that molding, and I actually drew one. You know, that I actually enlarged it quite a bit because that molding is probably maybe 2 inches at the best, and shoot, that's almost 4 inches right there. So it's double the size, but that don't matter. So this is the actual black portion of the molding. This is the fiberglass that comes in. So halfway across there, it measured roughly 1 inch. There's a center line of that 1/2 inch hole. Well, if you can see, that's hitting just inward of the fiberglass. And this is where the upper and lower hull basically are bonded. So as the drill bit's coming down through there, it has a tendency to walk. And that's why both times I drilled, and you know, without actually being able to get in there, and from my perspective, this is what it looked like, but the actual fiberglass may not be exactly like that. But the drill bit had a tendency to walk, and it ended up coming out about right there. Now this is where I'll show here shortly, the Christmas tree was so invaluable because my top never walked, but the bottom always ended up here, and I was always able to correct it with the Christmas tree, get myself back online, and both of mine came out dead perfect in the center. I could not be happier with how both of mine went on there, but I don't know how other people do it without doing this, and it's definitely I thought this was important so that way people understand why their bit is having a tendency to want to walk out there. It's because you're hitting the edge of that fiberglass. You are boring through a little bit of it, but all right, let's get back to the video.
I'm getting fiberglass all in her hair.
Yeah.
Come on, Tasha's. Tasha's. Come on.
The paint stick go.
Oh, that was close.
This is weird. Look at the angle that it's saying that it has to be drilled on.
What do you mean? I know. It's a good thing you got long drill bits.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hopefully. I'm going to drill it a little bit more on an angle this time because I think that's how I'm going to drill it right there. Yeah, did it again. So it's got to go in quite a ways. All right, so the stick, it appears as though when you put this on, it has to be almost drilled like this to get it at the right angle.
Yeah.
So, but we're good because that hole. You trying to keep the fiberglass out of her?
She's trying to eat it. Well, no, she's not. She's just distracted by it.
Yeah, fiberglass dog.
She likes dirt currently. Interest in dirt.
All right, back it up, girl. Oh, sorry. Shoot, the outside of that almost measures a 1/4 inch. but it tightens down. It's I'm gonna push this in when I do this. I'm gonna do like what I did before. Put this on the back side. It fits up there kind of nice and tight.
You know, this has got me kind of thinking about that wakeboard mount.
Doing it?
Yeah.
On yours?
Well,
you
I
saw
can't,
that.
I
You
can't
saw
pull a wakeboarder if I.
You saw that machine that with a wakeboard yesterday, didn't you?
There was like 5 or 6 Wake Pros out on the. Why?
No, there was a 300 RXP.
Oh, really?
There was a not an RXP. RXTX.
What?
Yeah, the paint stick works good. Okay, so I mean, you probably don't need to do this. I don't know, because it looks.
This, I mean, what this will do is help prevent any rust on the threads or anything over time, because it won't have access even down to it. So
Yeah, I guess if it ever saw salt water.
yeah. I mean, in the amount of time that we'll own jet skis, I bet at some point we'll be out at the beach.
Maybe.
But I don't think it'll be very much.
Yeah, a 1/4-inch drill bit is perfect for these things. I'm not going to fully tighten this till I put the other one in. I love how streamlined or flush and they're very unintrusive. They're just, you don't even notice them on there. And I tell you what, they work. It is so nice to be able to walk away from the dock. I did it last night with his. To walk away from the dock, and
yeah, because especially if you don't have a second person, all you do is you literally unload
I don't care if you do have a
string
second
it,
person.
Yeah, because you can.
These would go on even with the person holding the jet ski.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the good thing is, if you do have a person, though, you could have them, instead of having to tie it up, you can just have them hold it against the dock.
Yeah, so typically when we're at the dock, I'll have the person put their butt on the dock and put 2 feet in the floorboard and then hold the jet ski. With these bumpers, they'll be able to still do that. They're just not going to have to be worried about keeping it away. They'll just be able to put their feet in there and pull it into the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so just pop this out, bring it up here, slides down, pushing at the bottom, locks it, that's it. So
I mean, the majority of the time, from what I've seen of mine, where it hits on the dock is like right in this area. I've only had it once where a big wave came in and shoved this edge of the jet ski down, and it actually went and hit on the top, but you know.
So I know. Last thing I want to talk about, where are those blue bungees that I bought?
They're up.
Let's pause. Alright, so just to recap, these right here, I went straight off from the tow hook, straight off from the handlebars. Next thing I did is I centered into the center of this.
Yes.
And I went through with about a 3/16 bit, stepped it up to, I think that's 5/16. Went through with a Christmas tree, 1/2-inch Christmas tree. This was very important. I would not have been able to get those as centered, I don't think, as easily without the Christmas tree. Then I actually, I don't think I would have had to have used this 1/2-inch drill bit if it wasn't that I couldn't get all the way through up here, because my chuck was running into the side, so I had to switch to the long 1/2-inch drill bit. Slid them in, and these things are awesome. I know they work because we got them on Harleys, and they're awesome. So then the Torx bit, T30 Torx bit, some patience, and you get some awesome protection for your PWC.
We'll do a video sometime on these bungees.
Yeah, we're still not. I picked these up from Amazon. They're, either way, that's for another video, because we're still not sure about what the best way to tie a PWC is.
See, my only thing is, yeah, we'll do a video on that.
So see yous.